thanks for staying tuned. The business environment becomes more exciting by the day, providing more excitement and providing us with new methods and models. Today, our curiosity takes us into the agile world. Our second guest on the show comes highly recommended. She is agile, recommended. She is Agile Transformation Leader, Scrum Certified Trainer, and Chief Executive Officer, Scrum Consult. Edu Ekpo is a project manager, business strategist who is dedicated to helping professionals and organizations navigate the evolving world of work using agile methodology. My guest is equipped with over a decade of experience in Agile, Serum, Lean Six Sigma, and project management. Let us unbundle the Agile advantage. What do you need to know? And it's going to be done with Edu Ekpo. It's so good to see you. You know, when I saw your picture, I said, you're so beautiful. And I'm not disappointed, but you're more beautiful here than the picture.
I actually said I was photogenic.
No. I think you did better outside.
Thank you.
So glad that you could make it.
Thank you very much.
All right, can you briefly explain what Agile is and why it has become such a crucial methodology in today's business world?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for having me on your show. Okay, so Agile, we're going to see it in two ways, okay? Firstly, we'll see it as a project management methodology, and we'll also see it as a mindset, okay? So Agile is a project management methodology that emphasizes on collaboration, it emphasizes on flexibility. Key, I'm going to explain all this, and it also emphasizes on customer satisfaction, okay? It's actually a response from the pitfalls and all the challenges or the limitation of the traditional project management, okay? The goal of Agile is to drive flexibility, okay? Gives an environment where organizations, companies can quickly adapt to the changing demand in the marketplaces today. And why is it crucial? But before we go there, let's look at Agile as a mindset, okay? So Agile also has sets of methodologies. It has principles, core values in which it's being founded out. It has mindset, and the idea is that organizations, individuals should begin to see this mindset, see Agile as a mindset, a tool to adopt, okay, this methodology and have a shift in their way of thinking, okay, towards how they see work, how they create deliverables. So that's Agile. And why is it crucial? Very crucial in today's fast-paced business environment. There are lots of hyper competition in marketplaces, okay? So there is a need for organizations, individuals to stay in a flexible, adaptable business environment so that they can quickly, return value to customers and stakeholders.
Okay, so you are an expert certified, and this is something that you've been doing for a while.
Yeah.
Share with us the experience so far. How are people embracing, and how does Agile differ from other traditional project management approaches like waterfall, for example?
Okay. So Agile is from my experience with them, is still evolving. Okay. It is highly adopted by organizations, and why is because it is quite different from the traditional project management. I mean, there are organizations that are still practicing both, okay, both the traditional and the Agile, but the adoption level in Agile is increasing by the day. That is because of its best practices, okay? And we talked about the flexibility. There's a need for organizations to stay at the top of innovation, okay, to compete, get their market share, their market value, and as such, they need to implement the Agile methodology as compared to the traditional project management, which is predictive in terms of changing requirements, in terms of early value delivery, okay? Agile, brings value, highest value quickly to organization. As a matter of fact, I think that is the key for organization adopting, being able to return back to their customers is that daily and highest value delivery, okay, as compared to the traditional project management that was kind of slow, and maybe at the end they are more process driven, unlike Agile that is people-centric, customer-centric, okay? So these are the key difference and the reason why a lot of organizations are still adopting, okay? They are still adopting.
You just touched on my next question, you know, because I wanted to know the key principles that define Agile and how organizations can effectively apply them. But you've talked about the deliverables, you know, their prompts.
Yeah.
The process is not part of it. I mean,
yeah,
kind of.
Not that we don't do processes. Emphasis is more on the people. And that brings us still to the Agile principles, okay? It is being founded on 4 core values. We call it Agile Manifesto. So we talk about individuals and interaction over process and tool. And that's because we are not just concerned about product, okay? We are also concerned about the mindset of the people creating this in the deliverables, meaning that, okay, Agile, its key strength lies in the team, okay, the people creating the deliverables. We believe that if team are cross-functional, they are self-organized, they are autonomous, they are motivated, they are empowered to take certain decisions when it comes to creating the deliverables. When you give them that environment, okay, to be able to contribute and see work and share work as their own, okay, they can begin to create more deliverables, better results compared to the, you know, the process and maybe command and control hierarchical project management that we have in the traditional. So another thing we have is collaboration, is a core principle, okay? Collaboration is key because we look at it 2 ways, you know. We are delivering value to stakeholders, to customers, to users, okay? So we involve them, they are highly involved, and we're able to create feedback loops, okay, for them, for us to be able to learn, okay, with what matters most, the changes that occurs, they need, customers need. Of course, it keeps changing. You know, today's business environment, change is the only constant thing. So how do you incorporate all those changes? Is by interacting with them, okay? Another thing you have is the rapid change that I talked about, okay? Agile sees change as an opportunity. We don't see change as a threat, okay? It's an opportunity for us to be able to improve on whatever we are doing. So all these are key for us in Agile.
And I believe that embedded in all of these key principles are also the benefits, you know, that the Agile methodology brings to businesses, teams, organizations, and professionals who get involved in it.
Yes. Now, I will talk so much about the organizations, okay? So let's talk about the individuals. Okay, there's also a need, a benefit for individuals to, you know, get on board with agility. Number one is that because of the increase in the Agile adoption across the globe, this is not just Nigeria, across the globe, there's a need for individuals, okay, to manage this methodology, to manage this framework. So for professionals to come in, get trained, it opens doors to global career opportunities. It makes you to be able to stand out, okay, create value. So the demand is high. As is increasing for the methodology, is also increasing for the persons. Then also for team, of course, I've told you that Agile has the best team structure, okay? Organizations, all the time, we don't just want to attribute just Agile to just project. Yes, Agile can be extended to business operations as well. So I think it's a whole-round benefit.
I believe you because I was opportuned to get to you through a friend who has experienced, you know, the Agile advantage, if I can use that word. All right, so what are some of the common misconceptions about Agile? Are there any? And how can they be addressed?
People, the misconception, like I said, people just attribute it to a project management methodology. They don't really see it as a mindset, okay, set of principles we think that, for instance, no matter the processes and tools that you have in place in an organization, without people having the right mindset to work, they cannot still create such a deliverable that you want. So the misconception is that they are much, but I just want to talk on this. A lot of people still see it as a project management methodology. It has extended. So you can extend it to your business operation, to your day-to-day activity, and of course, get more results in it.
So mindset is everything. All right, so Scrum is one of the most popular Agile frameworks.
Okay.
Can you explain its core components and why it is so widely used?
Okay, thank you very much. Agile, Scrum is a framework, just one kind of framework. There are many frameworks under Agile. Agile is like an umbrella. It has, the spoke under it represent different framework. We have the Scrum you just mentioned. We have Kanban. We have extreme programming. We have test-driven development, feature-driven development, and a whole lot. But Scrum is the most popular Agile methodology. That's because it emphasizes on all the Agile principles I said, but most importantly, it's iterative in the sense that it has the capacity to break down complex projects. It's actually a very simple framework, simple to learn, but it has the capability of breaking down complex projects, into iterations, and it works a lot with value-based prioritization. And you know what that means, Value is always the key result to most organizations. So it has all these strengths, and that's why. And because it's the most adopted, most popular, most widely used Agile methodology, there's also an increase for professionals, to lead the framework or to manage the framework, which comes with the Scrum Masters. That's why you hear a lot of names, Scrum Masters. So they are just the professionals. And it's a framework on its own. It's embedded with lots and lots of benefits.
All right. So when you're talking about something, it's not so new. It's been around with us. A lot of people are transiting to it from more and more people are beginning to understand and test the waters there. So how can organizations measure? Because we talk about implementation and frameworks and all of this. How can organizations measure the success of their Agile transformation efforts?
For me, right, there are several things, but the key for me is value. The key performance indicator for agility is value. What's the outcome? What's the result? How much value have you been able to drive or give? And also sometimes maybe the speed, velocity, the rate at which work is being completed. These are those stand out for agility.
Okay, and before I ask for your final word, this is my last question. What are the best Agile certifications for professionals who are looking to build a career in Agile project management?
Okay, this is a hard one. There are several, and I'm not going to advocate for anyone right here, There are several, and there are key reasons for why people choose a particular kind of certification, Sometimes people just, some organizations need a specific one, sometimes the people are going for the most popular, but we have the Scrum study where you have the SMC, a Scrum Master certified. You have the Scrum Alliance, they also offer all the Agile courses. You have the PMI. PMI also have Agile certified practitioners. So it depends on your preference.
And that's where your final word comes, your advice to anyone who's found this conversation interesting and beneficial. What do they need to do now?
Number one, is for you to get I usually say it, first of all, get a mentor, and look for some professionals, experts in the field, get to talk to them, find out if truly You can align this to your career growth or your career path, okay? And of course, have that basic background understanding of the industry, of the practices, and find out if it's because you find people that go into certification at the end of the day, it is not useful. So if you know you're not going to monetize or you're not going to use this certification, don't even waste your time, the whole thing. So after then, you can now hop on for certification. Certification is great because it's going to stand you out in a crowded marketplace, okay? It's going to also increase your opportunity for global earnings. Of course, it's going to increase the opportunity for global earnings. So just take the right steps, do what you want to do, talk to, have mentors, read up, okay? Now, for just understanding the concept, you can go into learning management, learning management courses, systems to read courses like all those Coursera, Udemy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So. All right. Thank you so much. How did it go? Easy, right?
Is that all?
Yes, it is. We're done. At least for now. We will do an update from time to time with you.
Okay.
But for today, we're just like setting the foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, the basics. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Smart options and winning choices we offer you on this program every week, and this is one of them. And thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my darling, for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. This has really been a rewarding experience, particularly for me. Now, the program is still Today with John and Helen live, and we are broadcasting from the studios of PlusTvAfrica here in Lagos, Nigeria. Another break beckons. When we return, a most intriguing, unassuming, and interesting personality joins the conversation to share a legacy of tomorrow, preserving Nigeria's rich culture or rich history. See you in a bit, and I am sure you will enjoy the next guest. So please don't go away.